Stand and pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item 3, discussion and possible approval of minutes from February 17th, 2026 Commissioners meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second. Yes.
Abstain.
Yes.
Item 4, consider adoption of a resolution approving the incurrence of indebtedness by Grady County Industrial Authority issuing its Revenue Note Series 2026 County Office Shop Project in an aggregate amount not to exceed $4,500,000, approving a ground lease agreement between the Board of County Commissioners of Grady County, Oklahoma, and the authority, approving a lease agreement between the authority and the county, providing that the trust indenture as amended, creating issuance of said note, waiving competitive bidding, and approving the proceedings of the authority pertaining to the sale of said note, and containing other provisions related thereto. Would say a lawyer wrote that.
I mean,
Anything you need to say? Anything you need to say?
Yep. Commissioners, my name's Terry Hawkins, we're bond counsel for the Grady County Industrial Authority. Financing is, as y'all know, we're building our office and shop for District 2. First National Chickasha has agreed to make a loan on the financing. It'll be for 20-year term at a 5% interest rate. It can be prepaid without penalty at any time, and the authority approved it this past week, and we're just up for approval by this board, and if you have any questions, I'll be happy to try to answer them.
I don't think we need.
I'll make a motion to approve.
somebody gonna ask me a question?
You acted like you wanted to say something. So
Someone's gonna ask me.
Yes.
Charles, what would you like to say?
We cannot build this building. They have to build this building. The next item, or another item that's somewhere on that agenda, talks about transferring the bids that were approved. Also, we can't contract for 20 years. We can have renewals, which the paperwork reflects that. Not as clearly as I would like for it to, but it does have it in there. For 1 year at a time, which is by law what every lease has. We have a lease on this agenda, some cap thing here, and that renewal is on there. But
You just need to take this.
this is legal, of course. I've talked to Ricky insists that it is. Ricky being our auditor, everyone knows who Ricky is. But he was insistent about his, not us. I compared to building a house. They gotta build it, then we'll close on it, then we'll buy it. No, we're not buying this, but I mean, once it's delivered, then we're in bed, but not prior.
Okay.
That's all I can say.
Gary,
I'm gonna abstain.
Mr. Davis, I have copies for execution on the resolution.
Okay, okay. Item 5, discussion and possible action to assign and or transfer all bid awards for labor and materials for the new District 2 office and shop project originally awarded by the board on February 2nd, 2026 to the Grady County Industrial Authority, subject to the acceptance and approval of that entity.
I'll make the motion.
Second,
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Zach,
yes.
John,
Yes.
Gary,
Yes.
Item 6, review purchase orders generated by the Grady County governing bodies during the current previous month or authorize or deny payments of such purchase orders.
And we got, looks like 3 Alex Senior Citizens. First invoice was dated before the PO, $3,412.82, and that's going to be for, food. Food items for the month. The second one is invoice dated for the PO, that's Chick-fil-A Senior Citizens, for $113.75. And that's also for the Chick-fil-A Senior Citizens, $250. Invoice dated for the PO, that's professional services accounting.
I could overhear what he was saying.
That's all.
He basically told the commissioner, said he wasn't all that in
Make
favor
motion to
of
approve.
saying that it was, of course, subject to every year appropriation.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
anyway, Bruce, assistant, made the motion, and Zachary Davis made the second. Gary Gray abstained. He couldn't vote on it, so we just needed 2 of the 3. I'm gonna hang around till the end of the meeting for them to sign the resolution and the ground lease and the lease. But you're free to go if you want to.
Item 7, discussion and possible action on reports from Emergency Management Director, Grady County Fire Department, and Safety Director. Bill?
Well, good morning. I haven't seen y'all in a little bit. So I'm gonna start with 2 weeks ago, and, well, I'm gonna start with the statement. So one of my commitments is to make sure that the commissioners are, informed, and I make sure I try to do that, so hopefully that's working. So you guys know what's going on in the county regardless of the day. So 2 weeks ago, we had a local emergency planning committee, LAPC meeting. There was probably about 35 present, from the nations to emergency managers, fire. And we were, our guest speaker was the state, emergency management director, Annie Best, which was really great. And, Commissioner, Gary was able to attend, so thank you, sir, for that. I know you all stay so busy. That's probably an understatement. but it was a really good turnout and, a lot of information on FEMA, but there's no real news because of administration things. And the one point I would bring to you all is the director from the state said, we need to be committed to community and take care of community, because we don't know if and when FEMA would come, monies would be dispersed in advance, and they don't always come. I've responded to enough in 12, 15 years now that they don't always show up. Depends on the magnitude of it, and sometimes not even on that. I don't know the equations they use to respond, and I don't wanna know. It's too much bureaucracy. So it made me really think I'm gonna start keying in on the different districts with y'all's guidance on who to speak to, so we can create a healthy community network. So no matter what happens, we start right here. We don't have to wait for the federal government to come help us. And I'll use the winter storm as an event. The districts came out, no issues, they plowed. I mean, it was just incredible how the flow was of a request, and they accommodated. And I said the equipment on plowing, getting the warming centers taken care of, brined. I mean, it was just, not every community can do what we do here, even though we have issues. So just to share that, that was the one big thing I heard from Annie Best, that we gotta focus on community and being able to recover, because we respond, we prepare, but what about weeks and months after, months and years after? So that really stuck with me, and I'm gonna push on creating networks, getting guidance from you all, to make that happen, because something will come. I mean, it's just the reality of it. Last week, I attended the state conference for emergency management. To me, it was incredible. They had 517 registered, 419 showed up. 2 full days of conference, knowledge, networking. It was pretty good for my first time seeing it, and then 2 days of training that I took. So I appreciate the availability of being able to go there. I do want to share with the emergency management ladies, Laura and KT, Kim Thomas, Grady Fire, Kim Duke, Safety Director, Bobby Cantu. They kept the office on point. So I appreciate them. I told them thank you this morning. So we did get a message back from the state on the emergency management grant to build the building at 9th and Illinois here on the north side. They said, go with it, everything's good. Commissioner Ruth is aware of that. She told the construction superintendent, go forward with it, so they contacted Willowbrook, and I'm hoping to see that building pretty soon at some point, because it's not gonna be, it's an open building with an office and things like that, where we can secure everything, pull our equipment out from the sheriff's secure area, and then they can have full access to their area, and then the construction superintendent as well as us will put equipment over there. And I think it's a great staging point, because we could actually put probably 2 of those boats that were bought for swift water rescue centralized in the county. And so in my mind, that works out as a central point to secure equipment. Let's see. I was able to get Dale's, with y'all's help and other people sending the letters, Dale Thompson, he did get his award for lifetime achievement of support in the community. And I'm trying to get that to his daughter. And he's still very ill, and just working through recovery. We'll just say that. Last week while I was gone, the Grady County Fire Department kept me in contact with the wildfires in the north, Woodward and Beaver County. At first they weren't gonna send a task force, but they were requested. So the county came together, we have 20 fire departments. They sent a task force up there to Beaver to help. But the key is, because somebody had asked me, what about the county safety? We will never, and I know Rodney enough now and the other departments that are paid, that they are not gonna leave this county empty without resources. It's just gonna be a no if that comes to pass. But they made a decision to send some equipment up there, and you all have oversight of that too. So you know that they're not gonna leave the county without resources. So I wanted to publicly say that. Cause they were good about that, and they kept me in the loop.
I'd like to interject something.
Yes, sir.
I've had 3 different phone calls from people up there in Beaver County. They couldn't be appreciative enough. They lost livestock,
Yes, sir.
burned alive, horses, homes, thousands,
Yes, sir.
300,000 acres approximately burned up there. And yes, I even received a phone call concerning, why are you letting our fire department go up there and leaving our county
Yeah.
unprotected? Well, I knew better than that, and I think that the individual that called me better than that. But, yes, I'm glad they did what they did.
Yeah. And, yeah, they'll get guidance just like I will. I'm not gonna make some kind of determination like
Right.
that without
Right.
somebody knowing.
Exactly.
And you all were notified.
Done it before,
Yeah.
we've been helped before.
Yes.
The situation.
So they're cognizant, we gotta protect our county, and when we
Yeah.
can help, we will
Right.
help. Let's see, so the O&M building. The other thing I would just finish with is on the information from the APC, and Senator Langford came up there at the conference, the Director of Emergency Management for the state, and other big leaders in different areas of response. The community is key, and the thing for us to think about and take back, because I know some of you in this room, we're worried about economic development for Grady County, and that's key for the different communities, that's key. But I'm gonna start working on sharing, if a incident happens and takes out part of one of our cities or part of our network and farms, what is our recovery plan? We're always wanting to get more economic development, and for you all, that's part of you all. But how do we mitigate preparing if something happens to recover faster with some kind of plan, and businesses being part of the plan, nonprofits, NGOs, the government, where we can effectively mitigate that? Cause I've been on deployments where 3 years later, there's still blue tarps on roofs and they're dry rotting and people cannot recover. I went to the California fires last year, in the beginning of the year. There's people who left because they'll never be able to recover, because there's no plan to recover the economic development piece that was created. So I just share that, and I'll always keep bringing that up so y'all can hear it. But I'm gonna work diligently to come up with ideas where our community will not falter. Any questions? And thank you for letting me go up there last week, it was really good.
Thank you, Bill, for all you do. You're doing a great job.
Good seeing you.
Thanks,
I'll
Bill.
see you
Yes.
Thursday at
Yeah.
10 o'clock.
We did have our board meeting Tuesday night, piggybacking on the task force situation. I believe there was 8 units that headed out, one of them got sent back, fuel filter issues. But since then, they have been going through, all their cabin air filters and that sort of thing, trying to get ready for wildfire season. And that's really about all I have.
Thank you, Ken.
I'm just really proud of those guys, I really am. They do 12-hour stints, but by the time you get up there and time you get back, it's a good 24 hours that they're gone, and then get up and go to work.
We
Pretty
got a
awesome.
great
We do.
fire department.
We do.
I hope people realize how fortunate and blessed we really are.
We are very lucky in Grady County. We are.
Bobby?
Good morning. Last week Deputy Rex Brown and I conducted an intercom, test for the audit rules of the courthouse and also the emergency management building. Since we installed this, intercom system, we do that maybe every 6 months. This week I will be performing our monthly Corporation Commission fuel leak test inspection with all the district barns. I also will be doing our workplace safety and fire extinguishers inspections, and also sending those reports if there's any issues. I'll also be doing our last week I was out with District 3 on a District 3 crew on a grinding road project up there by Cox City, and conducted a work site inspection. The guys were doing a great job. They had all their signs up and PPEs, and doing an excellent job. So item 5 is just in areas where I did some work. So that's all I have for you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you, sir.
Item 8, discussion and possible action on a report and work orders from the construction superintendent. He is still out. Item 9, public comments. Nobody has signed up. Item 10, new business.
I don't have any.
Neither do I. Item 11, discussion and possible approval of implementing the burn ban for Grady County for either 7 or 14 days effective February 17th, 2026.
So I put,
mention that that's, the one date on that. So I will put in the minutes as Grady's error.
Okay.
so I just brought in the forestry information you guys can look at, and the 10-day projected precipitation. I did a poll with all the fire departments in our county. It doesn't usually happen, but they're 100% requesting that the burn bans stay, because there's limited, or really none, no precipitation coming. And, I sent it out this morning, they responded pretty quick today. And, their request is to keep it, because of these things and the reality of how those fires can spread so fast. So that's their request, at least for 7 days.
I'm normally a 7-day guy, but there ain't no rain, so I'd say let's do it for 14.
That's fine for me.
I'll make a motion to do the burn ban for 14 days.
Second.
Thank you.
Zach?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Gary?
Yes.
Item 12, discussion and possible approval of the following draw request for the Grady Memorial Hospital sales tax accounts held with First National Bank. Scott Rice, OKC Flooring LET for Annex, $14,660.87.
So this is a, replacement of the 30-year-old flooring, carpeting in the urology department. Race Saloprodor, I think the need for getting rid of 30-year-old carpet in a urology clinic should speak for itself. So it's an example of things that, probably been a little bit overdue, and we're catching up as fast as we can and maintaining progress.
Thank you, sir. Y'all are doing a great job out there.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Y'all have a good day.
I'll make a motion to
Take care.
approve.
Yeah, I'll second that.
Zach?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Gary?
Yes.
Item 13, discussion and possible action on a presentation from MEA Health Insurance Group. Somebody I don't recognize. Item 14, discussion and possible action on a new proposed rate agreement between Express Employment Professionals and Grady County. And this is, for the construction, for Mike's guys. They said if we up the dollar, we could probably have up it by $1, we'd have more people interested in the position.
Better pool.
In a better pool to draw from.
If we up it $1, would cost us a little bit more too, then.
Yeah, it costs us, yeah, it just costs us $1, I think.
Yeah.
50 cents.
Okay.
I'll make a
Oh, I
motion
got
to
you.
approve.
I'll second.
Zach?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Yes.
Item 15, discussion and possible approval of service agreement between Grady County and D.N. Holton, a certified public accountant. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Zach?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Gary?
Yes.
Item 16, discussion and possible action on awarding a quote for the scrapping of a vehicle for the sheriff's office.
So I don't know if Keely put the deals in with you guys, but we got 3 quotes, and we wanna go with Washita Pipe, because they're gonna pay us the most, and it's a 30-day. So,
Windsor.
yeah, so that's who, since they're gonna, and it's right here in town. I think the other two's in the city. Or maybe one of the, Cabin Wrecker and Barrington Wrecker actually, but Washita Pipe's gonna pay us the most, so.
I'll make a motion to go with the most.
Second.
Zach?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Gary?
Yes.
Item 17, discussion and possible approval of a quote from ASG Electric for electric work for the new dispatch office, project number S026-4, in the amount of $7,950. Wasn't this project originally like $2,000?
Yep, so what happened is, remember all that money we spent last year having the engineers come in to look at that wall?
Yep.
Every place they took the test spots at, they hit brick, which just happened to be the only two spots where there was brick. And there is actually openings between the two rooms. And, so it was decided to go ahead and change it to the, since there is openings to get all the way back and forth, go ahead and move the dispatch into there because they're already crammed.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve.
And this also, it puts it, 911 has their own, panel. This puts all of that stuff in a 911 panel also. I mean, I know that doesn't really mean a lot, but that's the backup generator, that's the on-point battery thing that's there, stuff like that.
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Gary?
Item 18, discussion and possible approval of a lease purchase agreement between Warren Cat and Grady County District 2.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Zach?
Yes.
James?
Yes.
Gary?
Yes.
I think there's just one spot for me and Gary and the rest of it's for you. Y'all have a good day.
Just the one.
Yep.
Item 19, discussion and possible approval of ODOT Form 224A for the payment of Pinnacle Consulting Management Group, Inc. in the amount of $6,500 for project manager acquisition on parcels 4 through 4.0 and 12. I will make that motion to approve.
I'll second.
Zach?
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Gary,
Yes.
Item 20, discussion and possible approval of declaration of surplus of equipment in accordance with 19 Oklahoma statutes 339 and 421 through 421.2 for District 2.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Zach,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Gary,
Yes.
now maybe we can make sure that's signed in that other spot too.
Your spot.
No. Make sure
Out
that's
there.
Item 21, discussion and possible approval of disposal of equipment for District 2 in accordance with provisions set forth in Title 19, Section 421.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Zach,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Gary,
Yes.
Item 22, discussion and possible approval of a plan for the reimbursement of lost revenue due to 2025 exempt manufacturing exemption. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Zach,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Gary,
Yes.
Who signed that?
there was some of these signs that.
Okay. Item 23, discussion and possible action on deposit an EFT in the amount of $600,000 into Highway District 2 M&O for the reimbursement of the Lake Access Project 38666104.
I will make that motion.
Second.
Zach,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Gary,
Yes.
Item 24, discussion and possible approval of utility pipeline road crossing permits, water line fast line permits, and driveway 10-1 permits. I don't have any either.
Yeah, Gary.
What?
Pipeline permits. Okay.
Item 25, discussion and possible approval of blanket purchase orders. I'll make that motion to approve.
Second.
Zach,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Gary,
Yes.
Item 26, discussion and possible approval of county officer monthly reports. I'll make that motion to approve.
Second.
So there's just one, that is just one. I'll let her do that.
Zach,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Gary,
Yes.
Item 27, discussion and possible approval of estimate of needs, request for appropriation, and transfer of appropriations. None of those. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
I'm glad you're doing that.
Yes.
I'm glad you're doing that for them.
Yes.
Give it to Gary Johnson. They wrote,